Hey everybody, welcome to Old Soul Tarot 33. This is part 2, which will have pile 3 and pile 4 in it. Your past life regression. So I'm going to look at your most recent past life, your distant past life, and the deep past life. This will go all the way back to biblical times. Okay. So we're going to also look at your blockages that you have in this life and the outcome of that. And that will actually help you discover what it is maybe that you need to, what lessons you need to learn, things that you don't need to carry on to this next life of yours that after you leave this life. Okay. Now, you guys picked the prophecy stone. This prophecy stone is actually my most special stone that I have. Out of all the stones that I have, I love labradorite. You can see labradorite on my finger. I love moonstone, okay? And I've got purple moonstone here and white moonstone here. This is it polished. This is another form of polish. Um, those are one of my most stones. I have garnet on as well. Clear quartz helps me ground, and especially when my emotions get really heavy with the energies, that helps me ground. Also have protection stones on. But anyway, so the purpose of this reading is I want you guys to know exactly where your spiritual journey was and where it is now and where it could go to. Okay, what can happen if if you have obstacles or blockages or things that are going on in your life that's a little havoc. Okay, this prophecy stone came from Egypt in the desert. Now this stone here is very powerful. You can get this off Etsy. That's exactly where I got the stone. It cost me about 40 bucks for this size. Okay, and you can see it's almost like the size of a 50-cent piece. It's a very expensive stone. I would love to have it in a bigger form. But anyway, let's get to it. Make sure that you like this video or give it a thumbs down or whatever. Um, the purpose of that is so the message gets out there, of course. But also, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do. I think all you guys that are my returning subscribers, much love and light goes out to all of y'all. I love all your support, your comments, your likes, your shares, all of that to help this beautiful channel grow. And for also for all of you guys that don't know, I'm also doing a contest for those who would like to enter for a new deck. It might be a deck and an oracle deck. I was thinking about combining two because the oracle decks are very important. Is a very good tool to use to help you on your journey. So if you're interested in that, you have to subscribe so you can get that notification when I upload the video on who wins. You have 5 days to select to claim your prize. Otherwise, I have to choose somebody else. But I'd rather the one that, I chose get it rather than them not get it. So I don't want you guys to miss out. So please comment down below that you would like to enter and, show me some love, y'all. So let's go ahead and get to it. We have knighthood. Okay. We have Atlantis. Check that out. Goes all the way back to Atlantis. That's beautiful. The high priest or priestess. So I feel like that's biblical times. So I feel like you guys may be very spiritual, okay? Um, whether you believe in Buddha, Hinduism, Jesus Christ, or just, any type of religion, really, because we all have the baseline, basic things is to love, to know karma, to not have karma, like bad karma come back to you, um, and all that stuff. And it has a lot to do with your growth. So it's good that that's like your main foundation here. I love that that's a part of it. And Atlantis is a very mystical place. They haven't even discovered Atlantis. But I feel like Atlantis has something to do with maybe the desert. Okay, it could possibly, have something to do with this stone. Okay, it could have something to do with that stone because I placed the stones down. Spirit and I had our little prayer. We had a little talk about each stone and what it represents for you guys. If you were drawn to it, probably has a lot to do. You guys may have psychic powers. You might have prophesy. You might even have dreams. Okay, for some of you guys. And this is a very, very strong stone. I love that stone. So let's see. Let's see what the main message is with the high priest or priestess. And we're going to read it right from the book. It says, you probably already know that you were a high priest or high priestess during one or more of your prior lifetimes. See, you're very spiritual. You're already intuitive. You're already in touch with higher spirit. So you were very spiritual before you were born in this time. Most people who have held these roles have a conscious sense of it. You also retained your heightened spiritual knowledge, which this card is urging you to put into greater practice. It's time for you to reignite your spiritual power and use it in the service of your divine mission of healing, teaching, and helping the world. This card urges you to release any insecurities you may have about your spiritual abilities or fears about others knowing your beliefs. So I feel like with that, you're very psychic. You get downloads. You're able to see something before it actually unfolds and happens. You may also dream a lot of dreams. Okay, I'm getting someone that has a lot of dreams. But you've experienced this way past, like in your deep past life. Like you had several lifetimes of, of this energy. I feel like you may be an old soul as well, very old soul. So we have Atlantis here. So where is Atlantis? And it don't surprise me that the high priest or priestess came out with the prophetic stone. This prophetic stone here. It does not surprise me. Because that is basically, it's a very strong energy here. Alright, so we have Atlantis there. Let's go ahead and read Atlantis. So we have your lifetime in ancient Atlantis is affecting your current situation. You have a soul memories of this idyllic civilization that offered every imaginable wonder. There is a longing for the utopia that you unconsciously remember and which you know is possible in this world. Your soul also remembers the tragic ending of Atlantis, and you may have developed phobias about the ocean as a result. Although you love the sea, perhaps you prefer not to go swimming or sailing. You also recall how the majority of Atlanteans were peace-loving and, with the exception of a few political leaders who misused crystal power to the detriment of ale. So you may be extra sensitive to issues relating to political corruption in this lifetime. So I feel like you may have a fear of water, but what is that fear from? You got to ask yourself that question. Why do I fear water? It has something to do with your past life when you were dealing with Atlantis. It may have a lot to do with the fall of Atlantis. But the thing is if you actually overcome your fear, if you still have that fear that you still feel, you could feel it in this lifetime. If you overcome that fear, you'll be able to confront it and work your way through it. And you may even with this spiritual gift that you have, be able to get flashes of Atlantis, what it looked like, what it was, the energy, the energy that you felt while you were there. I feel like that if you tapped into that source, that it could help you in this lifetime and many more. Okay, and I feel like that's something that I needed to say, because I feel like someone out there does fear the water a lot, and that's a phobia. Okay, so we have knighthood. So let's see what knighthood is about. It says, once a knight, always a knight. You receive this card as validation of your inner knighthood. So you've been through many battles, internal battles, spiritual battles. And I feel like with the knighthood, you've overcome them. You're very honorable in the spiritual realm. Okay? Whether you're a man or a woman in this life, you have the heart and mind of a knight. Most likely, you've long had a fascination with tales and images of knights. You may collect knight figurines, decorate with knight-related artwork, and even dress up as a knight during costume parties. In relationships and careers, you're drawn to defend those who are weak and vulnerable. You may choose a profession that puts you into a guardian or protector role. It's essential that you only work for organizations that you fully believe in. As a knight, you are loyal. See, I felt like that loyalty had a lot to do with Atlantis and that high priestess. But anyway, you're loyal to those who earn your respect. Otherwise, you're not happy. So you're a loyal person, a very heightened spiritual person. You may be even prophetic and psychic as well. So that is, oh my God, that's amazing. Like, that's just like, oh my God. And with Atlantis, it's like, I feel like you may have had dreams and or visions of Atlantis. Maybe when when you really submerge yourself in water or even meditate, you actually get visions of Atlantis. You may have already seen Atlantis in your mind's eye. Okay, I'm very interested in what you saw, like seriously, because um, and I had a deep regression dream, and I saw Atlantis, and Atlantis has something to do with gorillas for sure. I don't know if it was something that they feared or they looked up to, but something dealing with gorillas. And I know that Atlantis will be exposed once the waters start to depreciate. That's when we will discover Atlantis, and we'll have a lot of knowledge and wisdom about where we come from with Atlantis. And it's going to shock the hell out of people. And with knighthood here, I mean, I feel like you may have been a knight. A king may have made you their knight, and you went out to battle with the knighthood there. And you were very loyal to whoever you looked up to your king, your queen, to your community. You may even, you protect and serve people. All right, you could have been a policeman or, someone of that figure, a nurse, a doctor. All right, so let's get some more with the Kipper deck. For the High Priest or Priestess Spirit, what can you tell those who picked the Prophetic Stone? Oh, my Lord. I think that first card wanted to come out, but the rest came out after it. So we're just going to take that one. Message of concern. Yeah, you were very in touch with your intuitive belief, your intuitive downloads, and sometimes they concerned you. I don't think you really you kept that stuff to yourself. I feel like you were really quiet about it. And then we have official person here. Let's get one more. I feel like you were highly respected in that time. Okay. With the official person there. You may even dealt with court systems because you were a high priest. So a lot of high priests back then, had a lot to say when it comes to the courts. Look at that. Damn. Courthouse popped right out. So yes, you probably dealt with the courthouse. I feel like that was your main occupation back then. And I do feel like you were very just, and you made sure things were balanced and the scales were set and aligned the way that you were holding your hands out there. I see that. Okay. So with what was at the bottom here? Despair. You may have dealt with a lot of people that were hopeless, people that did crimes that were tangled up in things that they shouldn't have been tangled up in. You probably helped them on a spiritual level. I also see that too. I feel like you were like a spiritual teacher back then, and you helped people work through their own mess. Okay, while you were developing and heightening your senses. Okay, let's see what pile two Atlantis. I'm curious what they're gonna say about Atlantis. Spirit, what's up with Atlantis here? Atlantis. 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 If you haven't already, please give this a thumbs up or down. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please do. Thank you, guys. Much love and light goes out to all you guys that love on me and support me. We have Coffin and Change. Yeah, you saw the ending of Atlantis. You saw it. Oh my gosh. And that is why you're so scared of that water. I don't know if you overcame that fear, though, because you still had this lifetime. I feel like you may have with the knighthood. I feel like you developed a way to overcome it in this lifetime, this recent past, but we'll see. You may even come to love water. You may have flipped the script on that. Let's get one more card for Atlantis. But there was a dramatic change. A dramatic change on where you were living. It was like, oh my God, I just feel like this energy just where it was all the way up here and it just kind of like depleted and plummeted. This was so traumatic to the community, to everyone around. This was heartbreaking. People are crying. Oh my gosh. House. Yes, you had to move. You lived at Atlantis. You were there. They put you on a new journey. Let's see what knighthood. What's up with knighthood? But oh my God, you had the privilege to live in Atlantis. My gosh. So you could probably go through like a hypnosis, if you believe in that, and go to like a, if you don't already, if you have not heightened your abilities to tap in psychically, all right, if you already haven't had your visions already, and you may be trying to work through them, if you go to someone that is more spiritually inclined to help you better tap into your abilities, because I feel like you have that gift where you see Atlantis, you remember what it looks like, you remember the specificalities and the details. Tell me about knighthood. Knighthood. We have child. You might have been a knight at a very young age in your past life. You were probably very young. But I feel like you worked with children, you protected and you served the community, and it had a lot to do with children if you were a doctor or a nurse. You could be that in this lifetime as well. We have message here. Yeah. One more card for knighthood. Knighthood, spirit. Knighthood. One more card for knighthood. Thank you. Occupation. Yeah, you received messages like your occupation has a lot to do with delivering messages. I get you guys had to deliver messages like invite, like your king would invite somebody over, or you know, something like that. That's exactly what you did for the king or queen. But you were very loyal to your work. I feel like you also had a very you might have even with this knighthood here with the child. I feel like you also took when this child came of age, you took orders from this child. I feel like that was like a princess or prince. But you had a close bond with them. You may even had a child in that lifetime as well. But there was a lot of changes in this one with Atlantis. A lot. A lot of changes. So let's see what the blockage... No, let's get some cards for everything. And then look at the blockages and the outcome. And then I'll pull your Moonology card and your Goddess Oracle. Okay, guys. So let's get 9 cards for now. 3 cards for each pile. High Priestess, the Atlantis, and the Knighthood. 3 cards each. Spirit. High Priestess. Well, let's go ahead and give that to the Lovers. They're already wanting to talk. So I think I'm going to stop it right there and just pull from the top. We have the 4 of Pentacles at the bottom. So there was a deep connection. Okay, your partnerships and everything. You had a passion for what you did. You really did. You loved what you did. You loved being in the courthouse or the court system. You might even be someone that works in the community right now. Okay, you could even, you know, I feel like you carried this. Somebody that's very graceful and peaceful. I also feel that someone that's very balanced, okay, with their emotions, with their logic, with everything that they have. I feel like you learn to balance that with your higher spiritual level, okay, in that lifetime. We also have the 9 of Pentacles. So I feel like there was probably some type of betrayal in that time, because you got to think a lot of people didn't they really had a rough time, like especially in the times of Jesus Christ, where they were, you know, they were killing people and throwing them on the cross and doing terrible stuff. Even the apostles that survived had terrible deaths. Okay, you can look into all of that. Okay, but anyway, in that time, like this type of stuff was, you know, especially if you had higher senses of gifts, like if you were able to prophesy or something like that, they would probably think that you were a witch, you know, and they could have literally, like, you know, killed you, like murdered you. I feel like that too. I feel like some of you guys were judged. You could, you know, you could do tarot. You might be psychic readers. You could you know, do all sorts of stuff. And look at this, you have the Nine of Pentacles. I mean, I feel like you were still in your power and your authority. Like you were still working your magic when it came to spiritualism. Okay, you didn't let nobody stop you. This is a very strong card, almost as close as the Empress. Like, oh my gosh, and you were very spiritual as well. So I feel like what you had to deal with was some type of betrayal, right? And it had something to do with probably you know, being a spiritual teacher. Okay, someone didn't like it. That's what I'm saying. I feel like it led to your death, to your ending. You could have been a Gemini in that time, or with when I see the High Priest, the Priestess, that's water. That's Pisces for me. Okay, I'm also seeing with the official card in the courthouse. I always see that as judgment, and I always see that as judgment, pretty much either judgment or justice. So you could have been dealing with a Libra. So let's see. Well, for Atlantis, I'm curious, aren't y'all? Atlantis. What's up with Atlantis? We have the Ten of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, you were highly respected in Atlantis. With that Ten of Pentacles, yes, 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 yes. You were very high. I'm hearing a high member of that community. Wow. I really do. I feel like you could have been either someone that ruled next to the ruler, someone that was in that family. Okay? Wow. We have the Eight of Wands. I got the dang on deck upside down. But we have the Eight of Wands here. That's something happened abruptly and fast. Okay, with the Eight of Wands, that's fast movement. So you went from, and the Ten of Pentacles is always about home structures, family, okay? And then moving. The Eight of Wands. That was a fast shift of energy right there. The Seven of Swords, having to run. Oh my God. Like, I got chills right now. Spirit. This is sad. Oh my gosh. Let me work through this feeling. Like, oh my God. I can hear crying and sobbing. Baby's crying. Somebody had a family. I don't know if they all got out. Oh my gosh. I really don't know. I feel like somebody just... I don't like that Seven of Swords. It's like having to hurry up and get away. Run. Someone's running. Somebody was trying to grab all their things, man. It was just a quick change. And scared. Look, Knight of Wands. Really having to go fast, move. Look, some of them builded like I'm seeing them having to go like on land and literally living in, I don't know why I'm looking at the pyramids right there, like maybe tents or something like that. New beginning, a new beginning, working, yeah, having to rebuild everything with the Eight of Pentacles because of this dramatic change with the Tower. Building that confidence up. Oh my gosh. And you were spiritual then too. Look at that. The Hierophant. You were a teacher, man. You were very enlightened, loving, and nurturing. Oh my gosh. Let me see the Knighthood. We have the High Priestess. Look at that. Oh my gosh. The Emperor. And the Star. Yes, you were very... Oh my God. You were held in high honor in your recent past, you were like, a lot of people like looked up to you with the star. They honored you like you were someone that gave hope and healing to the community as well. The emperor is like, oh my god, that's like the king. Higher, like, it's almost like, I say even higher than the king. It's just somebody that was like, had a dramatic impact in history type of king. Okay? They could have been an Aries or a Aquarius. This king here. And then the high priestess, you still practice your spiritualism alongside this high person, high honored person. Oh my goodness. And the star talks about healing, love, and being hopeful. So you delivered hope to your community. You delivered, rejuvenation. You delivered healing in a way where, you didn't touch them physically. I mean, it was spiritually with this high priestess. You also kept secrets for the king. You were very loyal to them. You kept secrets. You held on to your secrets for them. You held on to those secrets. I keep hearing that. You held on to those secrets. Because if you spilt those secrets, you would have probably been, dishonored. I don't know what they did back then to a knight that dishonored their king. So what are you're like, you could be somebody like amazing, and you could be like a priest. I could be talking to somebody that's a priest that, preaches to the public. Someone that's a teacher spiritually. Look at the birds talking. What are y'all saying? Huh? Do you have something to say? They wanted to say something. I'm trying to hear them. But yeah, you were highly honored. Oh my gosh, throughout your entire past lives. You lived a remarkable past history. This is awesome. This is freaking phenomenal. Okay? I don't know who you are in this lifetime. But I feel like you could be a priest, a judge, a lawyer, a doctor. I don't feel like so much a lawyer, because I don't feel like your spirituality will allow you to do that. Not unless you're an upright lawyer. You only take certain cases that you believe in. You could be someone that knows how to sift through that. Okay? But I feel like you have a big impact in your community, that you help heal those. You may even have an organization where you set up a foundation. There's something that you do to change and alter the existence in the future. You impact us in a phenomenal way. Alright, blockages. I don't even feel like you got a blockage, but let's see. Is there any blockages here? Like, I don't see anything except for this tragic thing in Atlantis. But that was out of your hands. That was out of your control. What are the blockages here? Three of Wands. You're waiting. Standing still. Not moving. Watching. Looking and waiting. What are the other blockages for them? In this lifetime, Spirit, what are their blockages? Thank you, Spirit. I just love how Spirit's working today on this. They're just awesome. Five of Cups. In the past. Regrets. There's something about it. You're looking back. You're looking back with nostalgia. There's a lot of looking back. You gotta look ahead. You don't know what to do. You're wavering. Yes, you're holding back too. You're holding back from a new beginning. What else are they doing? You need to move forward. Spirit's saying that loud and clear. You're Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, probably. I was seeing that before it popped out. The King of Pentacles. Because when I saw this Four of Pentacles, he kind of looks like the King of Pentacles. And bam, he comes out. So you are probably this Hierophant energy that I keep seeing. Or High Priestess. Okay? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Someone that's very grounded. Awesome. Because you have to be grounded in order to meditate. In order to get those downloads. In order to align your chakras. It is very important, imperative to be grounded. And to work. I feel like you do work with your chakras. You know, maybe there are some things that you need to balance, but I don't see that. Like here, I feel like you're very firm. You are heightenedly aware. You're very firm. You protect your heart like you're supposed to. You know when to give and when to receive. And you protect where you move. And I feel like you just let spirit do all of it. It's like you surrendered. With that skull there, you surrendered to this higher level of spiritualism that no one can they probably look at you and they're like, what? How do you do that? Like, I don't understand how you could be so peaceful or so humble. Right? I feel like some people may look at you and they're like, they see you as this very, very poised, very loyal, poised, spiritual person that's mystical, that leaves them wondering, like, how do they have this sense of awareness? I feel like you also see right through people. Okay, I don't feel like, I feel like you can see them. As soon as you see them, it's like you know who they are. See right through their stuff, whatever mess they're dealing with. What is the outcome here? I'm curious, what's the outcome here for them in this lifetime? The possibilities are endless with you. You are a very powerful spiritual being. It's all up to you where you want to go. You have so many paths because you are meant to be on our plane to teach us, to heal us. That's your purpose. You're like a walking spiritual guide. Okay? Where some people don't even know what spiritualism is. You bring that to their life. That's the gift that you hold, that you deliver to people. You're just awesome at everything you do. Two more cards for outcome. King of Swords. You're very intelligent and logical. Sorry, guys. Very intelligent and logical. You might be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Here. One more card. You communicate clearly, too. Like, oh my god, your communication is so smart and intelligent. I'm looking at this beautiful butterfly here. It's like you have the ability to transform others with your words. Your words. I know they say, well, sticks and stones can't break my bones, blah, 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 blah. No. Your words have a powerful, beautiful impact on people. Your words speak to their soul, to their higher self. Look at this. You have that authority, the Empress. You create abundance in not just yourself, but to others. You have the ability to grow not just yourself, but others. You level people up. Whoever is around you, you level them up. No matter where you stand, no matter where you're at. Did this just fall out? King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Let's see. What else? I feel like you do have wealth. Alright. Anything else? I feel like you could be an earth sign with some air in your chart. Maybe a little bit of water. One more card for outcome. One more card for out. Wow, that just flew out. The moon. You keep secrets. Yes. with the moon there. You have secrets. The Hierophant, look, I knew it. I knew it. I seen the Hierophant long before it exposed itself. I knew the Hierophant was here. You're a priest. You're a teacher. You may not even work. You might cloak that ability. You could just go to your ordinary job, but you use that as a tool to speak to those that need your help spiritually. You help them grow and evolve. You have a deep impact on people. You may not even be aware of this gift and ability, but you carry it with you in each lifetime. Each lifetime. Look at that. You're doing it at work, like I thought. When you're at work, your presence, okay, you're just having a relationship with you, talking to you, encountering you, has a very deep spiritual impact on others in a phenomenal way. And people see the mysticism in you. They know that you're full of secrets that the world is still trying to hear. Judgment. You've been reincarnated many, many, many times, reincarnated. But it's because that's your calling. This is your calling. Look at that. New adventure. You're always this very creative, passionate individual. You have so many paths. Look at the Nine of Cups. You have the ability to make your wish and your dreams come true. Look at that movement. Wow, this is beautiful. Oh my gosh. I can't believe y'all made me cry. Why did y'all do that to me? I bet you if it was me, like my visions of Atlantis didn't have people in it. It was like it wanted just to show me what it looked like. And that was it. Maybe my energies block the pain. Okay? But it's crazy because I feel like I've worked through that. I might have been there myself. And I worked through it to the point where I overcame my fear because I love water now. I do. If I had a fear with water, I don't now. I probably don't remember having a fear with water. But I'll always overcome it. But that's because I'm a Leo. I'm courageous. I'm bold. I move forward with strength and perseverance, getting through any obstacle. So that's just me. But I feel like if you have, because sometimes fear can cloud our abilities, especially when you're a high priest or priestess, when you have psychic abilities. Fear can cloud that. It can remove that. I know that personally from my own experiences in this lifetime, that I have the ability to cloud my judgment, to change my perceptive, to block things out that I don't want to remember or think about. Okay? Even gifts. You have ability to block that side. If you're psychic, you have that ability to block it. Some people don't, but some people just don't have that control where I do. I have that ability to control it. I don't think I did in my past lives, but I do in this life. All right. What would you like to tell them, Spirit, with the Moonology deck? Enough about me. This is from my people that chose the Prophecy Stone. Very spiritual people here. Spirit, what do you have to tell them? What would you like to tell them, Spirit? I just enjoyed this reading so much, aside from the tears. A time for healing. I feel like y'all are still feeling that. That's probably why I felt it. That's probably why I was getting visions of, I feel like there was a child with blonde hair, little girl. There was a little girl crying, screaming for her mom. The dad had her. They escaped, but I don't know if the mother did. That's what I saw. Okay? I don't know if your vision of that happened. If you've already had that vision, if you know what I'm talking about, please drop it down in the comments because that's what I saw. Alright, what else? And I feel like that's what Spirit wants you to do. They want you to come over. This is specifically for someone that is still carrying that pain of their deep past. Someone that is scared and fearful of water. That's what this card is for. Someone needs to overcome that fear. I've been saying that since I've been talking about Atlantis here. Someone needs to overcome it, because that'll help you tap into your gifts. If you're ready, when you're ready, you'll do it. But you have that message now, so you have the understanding, the wisdom to change. You have the power and the tools because of the spiritual message that was just delivered to you to access your psychic abilities. I just told you how. If you don't know, you might not even be aware of that in this lifetime. All right. What else is Spirit? What else would you like to tell them? This is just awesome. Nothing is set in stone. So whatever you feel, I don't feel like that's happening right now, because the moon is like this right now. The next couple of days. Okay. But it says the mutable moon. It's just the phases. But I feel like right now, you're waiting. There's something. I feel like this has a lot to do with your movement, where you're going. Okay, you're not going to stay where you're at. Wherever you are, you're going to move. There's a move for you, and I feel like it has a lot to do with your spiritualism. You're going to be moving into a new direction. What else is Spirit? Let's get him one more, please. I want to give him one more. This is just awesome. Thank you, Spirit, for helping me deliver these messages. Thank you for being right here and showing me what I needed to see. Your hard work is paying off. So you guys may have been working hard and you're just waiting to reap the rewards from it. It's coming. I feel like that some of you guys may be waiting. It could be coming in the new moon of Capricorn. And I feel like, let me see, I can help y'all look if you're patient enough, because I have the calendar. I actually pay for a subscription on my phone for this calendar. And I think, I know Capricorn is in, I feel like January. And this is the new moon, right? So in November, the new moon is in Sagittarius. Let's see, I feel like this is new moon in December is in Sagittarius. Hold up. Let me make sure that was Sagittarius for November. Oh no, the new moon is in Scorpio, November. So we have Scorpio and the new moon in November. Sagittarius for December. Hold on. And then in December, yeah, December is the Sagittarius new moon. I want to go to January because I know it's Capricorn season. Somewhere around there. Capricorn. Okay, so the new moon is happening January 3rd. Okay, so by January, you're going to get what you need. Whatever the money or hard work you're putting in, and keep doing it. Keep reaping. Keep sowing so you can reap those benefits, because it's coming. Spirit just told you when to. I feel like it's going to happen really soon, by the time the new moon in Capricorn gets here. Definitely. And that's why they wanted me to pull another card, because they wanted to tell you that. They told me, because usually I would only probably pull two. So the answers you need are coming. So if you have answers, they are coming. So let's see what the Goddess Oracle wants to tell you. Spirit, angels, and guides, this is for those who pick the Prophecy Stone. What would you like to tell them, Spirit? Those who pick the Prophecy Stone. The Prophecy Stone. What can you tell them, Spirit? I've had so much fun doing this reading. I love it. Thank you guys for joining me here. If you haven't already, please like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Show me some love. Drop down in the comments about your awesome journey. If you'd like to share, I would love to hear it. Alright. Let's see. We'll pick these. Spirit says truth. Look at you in truth. You're very honest and truthful. And that's where your loyalty is. That's crazy. I feel like that's your power. Your spiritualism. You see a cross on her neck. This is going, you're a warrior, man. You're a badass warrior. You got that? You are a badass warrior. And you stand in truth. Beautiful. Transformation. Things are changing. Look at that. And I feel like this has a lot to do with those of y'all that I tapped into that don't even really aware of their abilities. Like some of you guys are not. You have no idea. And this message was so powerful that it's going to transform you. Okay? And a lot of you guys that are aware of what you've got and you have those spiritual abilities, you now know what your journey is about. You have that wisdom, that clarity. And I feel like you guys are supposed to be meditating and helping you with your crown chakra and that third eye. You just ground yourself. And I feel like you know that already because you're a grounded energy. You're coming up as a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here. Okay, I already seen it in the cards. So at the bottom we have potential. You have a potential that, is phenomenal. This reading is absolutely beautiful. I'm loving it. So that's what I have to leave you guys with. I'm so sorry. I wish I could talk to y'all all day, but I can't. I gotta move on to pile 4. So much love and light goes out to all you guys. And don't forget, drop down in the comment section below if you want to enter for that tarot deck. I will be making that announcement November 30th. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so and hit the notification bell so you can get notified. Alright, you guys. Much love and light. See y'all later. Hello, hello, pile 4. Welcome, welcome, welcome. These are for those who picked the labradorite stone. Check that out. Don't forget to hit that like button. If there's a down button, that's fine. Doesn't matter. Also, if you are interested in winning a deck, just comment down below that you want to enter. And don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Importantly, if you've already subscribed, that way you get notified when I do the drawing on November 30th. And also so you can claim it because you only got 5 days to claim. Okay? So let's go ahead and get to it. We have food and hunger. So you may have experienced poverty in a very distant past life, like very distant, far distant. We have mother for a distant past life, and we have male, female. All right, so you were probably a different gender in the recent past life. Okay, so these are 3 past lives that you've already had. Okay, aside from this life that you're living in. All right, you guys. So what I want to do is get more information using Kipper. Spirit, food, and hunger, please. Food and hunger. Tell us more about that lifetime for them. For the labradorite stone. Food and hunger. Why is that here? Alright, we have mature woman. High. I got already somebody went off to war and left the wife home. High honor. That's what I just got. Got a quick download. And then we have thief. Okay. So I feel like you were robbed of any abundance in that time for whatever reason. Tell me, and you had someone that probably went off to war that was respected, high honor, someone that, I feel like somebody had to go, they were drafted into the war. It could have been you or it could have been someone that you were with. Okay. I also feel like this mature woman could be you or someone that you were with. But we'll get deeper knowledge of that later. So let's go ahead and go to mother. Imprisonment. 2 more cards for mother. You were either a mother or this was your mother. We're going to have to read from the book for that. Child. Oh, yeah. You could have been a child and this could pertain to your mother in a distant past life. You might have had issues with that mother. Not a very good relationship. Feeling stuck. Okay. Some bad energy there. Has something to do with your relationship not being so good. One more card. And I also see this mother alone. False person. I feel like your mother, she could have held back. You know, I feel like somebody was deceitful with that false person. Someone lied. Someone, you know, wasn't their true authentic self. Okay. This is like a past life regression. I'm not hypnosis. Okay, I don't do hypnosis, but I do cards. So this is how you get your past life regression read. So let's see what's up with this male female. What can you tell them about that? I get a few energies intuitively with that male female. I know that means, you know, according to the book, that you are not the same gender in this lifetime as you were in your past life. But also the intuitive downloads that I get is that you basically are really in this distant past life here. You were probably dealing with twin flame issues, okay? Because you see how they're not facing each other. Their backs are to, you know, towards one another, not looking at each other, okay? And I get that with twin flames. It's mirroring each other is what you're doing. Okay, we have concern here. One more or two more here for male and female. Someone that was also I feel like someone also was struggling with their sexuality. They could have been sexually curious, okay, where they like the same sex. I'm also picking up on some people that are like that as well. And that's because you've been different genders in different lifetimes. So you really are more of one energy than the other. So your body doesn't really balance out with what your inner energy represents. If you get what I'm saying. We have journey here. Yeah, you were on a journey trying a self-discovery, really. And then we have main female. Yep. You could have been the main female, or this could have been a main female that, you know, had something to do with this journey and this concern. I do feel like you were more of a feminine energy in this recent past life. Okay. And you may always have been. You could be a male that has a lot of femininity. Okay, you could be watching this right now and be a male that has a lot of femininity, or a male with a lot of masculinity. Because I'm getting that, I'm picking that up. Like, you've spent many lifetimes as a male, okay, whereas you were birthed into a new, you know, on your feminine side, you've been growing that side, where this side isn't as mature as that side. So maybe you have more masculine energy that you inhibit, and you're trying to discover this feminine energy inside of you. You could be a female struggling with your sexuality, or a male that's struggling with your sexuality, because this isn't balanced. There is an unbalanced situation here that needs to be balanced with. I feel like it has a lot to do with where your energy, what space your energy is inhibiting. Okay, that physical form. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Something about the physical form. But for some of you guys, you just are a different energy in this lifetime. You may have had crazy dreams where you were a different sex, and you know how those dreams come about? Yeah, that's because of your past life. A lot of people don't understand it. Then we have pathway. So I feel like this is your path. This is your journey, and your journey has a lot to learn. I feel like in your past life as well, you could be dealing with this in this life, but I know that in these other lives after this life, so the mother life and the male female life, you may have struggled with your weight because of the fact that you were your food and hunger. So you lacked food all the time. So now maybe in this lifetime where you don't lack food, but you overindulge in your food, okay? So we're going to read. That way you can really get the message and understand what Spirit is trying to tell you. Because these are powerful messages, okay? And they are so, I pulled cards for myself. And I know a lot of readers are like, you can't read for yourself. Well, you can if you, to me, it's like when I read my own energy, I'm not looking at me, I'm looking at my higher self. And a lot of people don't understand that because they want to see what you have to remove it's hard. It's hard. That's a whole nother video if I were to make it. It's just, anyway, let's go ahead and move on. If you got questions on that, you can drop that down below or email me, and I'll be happy to answer your questions. Okay, from my knowledge, my wisdom. So we have food and hunger. Food and hunger, where are you? Alright, you didn't have enough to eat in your past lives, causing you to overeat and hoard food in this incarnation. You may have weight or eating disorder issues because you associate eating with fear instead of hunger. You harbor insecurities about whether there will be enough food in the future, so you may stockpile on supplies. You also serve yourself in large portions and make sure you eat everything on your plate, just in case. There won't be enough food in the future. For some people, this pattern also applies to fears about having enough water to drink. Often just remembering the past life pattern is enough to heal the issue, understanding that the past is over and it will not repeat it in this current lifetime. The goal should be to learn from it and then let it go. That's the whole purpose, and that's crazy that they say that. Because that's the whole purpose of me doing these readings. Is because I want to see you guys grow, develop, evolve into the highest self, your highest self. Okay, and that's what spiritualism is all about. Okay? So, with that being said, um, often just remember past life pattern is enough to heal the issue. Understanding the past is over and will not repeat in the current lifetime. The goal should be to learn from it and then let it go. Also, let fears of deprivation fade away as they are no longer necessary. Open yourself to abundance. So that deprivation, if you're still dealing with that in this lifetime, I'm not saying that you are, but if you are anorexic, if you are bulimic, if you overeat and you indulge because of your emotions or because, any situation, you're dealing with it right now, you need to let it go. That way it will bring you to a higher level of your vibrancy to a higher level. This is a low level energy. It depletes your energy. It drains your energy with this, and even drinking too much water. This is some people, like people that, if you could have been in a desert in that lifetime, or you didn't have very much water. That's why they use water too as a another aspect of it. So with that being said, let's move on to Mother. I'm very curious to see Mother. I don't think I've read Mother yet. I've never pulled that card. Mother, mother, mother. Alright, this card indicates that your mother in this life was also with you in other lifetimes. This is actually a very common occurrence. The mother-child relationship is a significant emotional and physical bond. If you enjoy a healthy and loving relationship with your mother in this lifetime, you are probably drawn together again because of your fondness for one another. However, if your relationship has been challenging, this indicates the need to balance the karma through your forgiveness. Your feelings about your mother are directly related to your ability to manifest abundance. So there's a blockage here with abundance. Spirit is saying that loud and clear right now. Abundance issue, abundance issue. Okay? Your feelings about your mother are directly related to your ability to manifest abundance. That lower vibration energy. If you are having problems with your mother, if you're a mother that's having problems with your daughter, okay, there's a relationship that you're having issues with. Now that's another thing. I don't always believe that your mother's always gonna be your mother in every lifetime, because you're part of a soul tribe, a soul tree. So they're in your environment. You could be having problems with your sister, because I've had past lives where I've had issues with a sibling that was actually not a sibling in the next lifetime. Okay, let me tell you that. That's a little weird, but yes. I really am deep in my spirituality. And once you reach that level of, you know, learning more about yourself and connecting with your higher self, you get to get them downloads. But you have to be open to receive. And that is exactly what Spirit wants you to do. They want you to open up to receive. There's blockages. that's preventing your abundance. Okay? If you have blocks with your mother, you most likely develop control issues that prevent you from receiving help from others or from this universe. So you could feel more like, it's like a pride to me. It's like, it could be a prideful thing where you don't want to accept help from others because, you reject it. You could reject help from others. You could be dealing with that in this lifetime. But I feel like you had problems with your abundance in that lifetime, and you've got problems with abundance in that lifetime here. Okay, not this lifetime. This lifetime we're going to look at with blockages and outcomes. I haven't pulled those cards yet. These are 3 past lives. Okay, all in chronological order. Deep past, like recent, like this is your recent past. All right, so it goes in order. This life, then this life, and then now, and I'm gonna pull those later. So let's look at male and female. But this is awesome. This is awesome. I'm just like, I feel like, I know I do tarot readings for each zodiac sign, but this is my calling. What I'm doing right now is something that I was meant to do from the get. I really haven't found the tools to use to do it until now. But anyway, here we go. I had some of the tools, but not the tools that I was looking for. The specificality. It's almost like having a presentation. That way you can teach, okay, and help transform people to their highest self. Not just yourself. I'm sharing this gift that I have with others. Okay. Male, female, where are you? I know you're in here. Where are you, male, female? There you are. This card signifies that you lived most of your lives as a different gender than the one you embody in this lifetime. For example, you may now be living as a female, while in most of your previous lifetimes you were male. In such cases, and I told you, like, that's crazy because I told you intuitively before I even read this, that you matured in the masculinity of yourself. Probably were a male, where you're still learning the feminine side of yourself. So you could be a feminine with a lot of masculinity, or masculine with a lot of femininity. Well, not very much femininity. So you're like more dominant. I just feel like this is more for a dominant person in that lifetime. They're very dominant in that lifetime. But anyway, it says, in such cases, gender confusion and even health issues are often related to this change of gender over lifetimes. Because for most of your lifetimes, you lived as that other sex. You may not feel comfortable in your own skin. If this is your lifetime as a woman, you may develop gynecological issues or even experience infertility. So that's your sacral chakra. If this is your first time as a man, you may not relate to traditional masculine roles. Okay. This card asks you to have compassion for yourself and trust that your soul is doing the best it can. Remember that your soul is the result of all your past experiences. Let's read that again. Remember that your soul is the result of all your past experiences. So yes, your past lives can affect you in this life. You could be carrying guilt into this lifetime from your past life. You could carry grudges from past lifetimes into this lifetime. And that's why we have to work through that in this lifetime. We have to connect to those spirits that we share lifetimes with, past lives with, and help heal that. That's why and I'm working through my own. Don't think that I don't have my own issues, because I do. I do have my own issues that I need to work through. But I feel like the main issues that majority of the collective has issues with communication when it comes to dealing with certain spirits, certain souls that they've shared lifetimes with in the past. Okay, and that's the big barrier. That's the big blockage. It has a lot to do with communication. Okay, and if you close off your communication, that person is going to mirror the same thing you're doing. And that's a big problem. So it takes someone to lead. It takes someone to balance their masculinity and their femininity and take control. Somebody has to take the lead. And I feel like you are more of the person that would take the lead, okay, because you have a lot of masculinity in you. And I know that by looking at these energies. And might be why you had issues with your mother in the deep past. Your relationship, I don't feel like, was very good. And you might not have a good relationship with your mother in this lifetime either. Because you could carry all those energies into this life. So, let's go ahead and, oh yeah, before I do that, let's get tarot. Duh. We can't forget the tarot. Alright, let's get 9 cards, Spirit. This is for those who picked the Labradorite Heartstone. I need 9 cards for them. See what's going on with them. What is going on? I need 9 cards for now. 3 cards for each pile. Starting with food and hunger, mother, and then male and female. 9 cards, please. Spirit, angels, and guides for those who picked the Labradorite Stone. 2 more shuffles, and I'll cut the deck. Alright, you want me to stop here? Alright, we'll stop. Oof! Devil. Toxic energy here. Feeling bound. And I think it's bound in poverty. I feel like somebody was actually stuck in the daggone desert. Yeah. Somebody could have got stuck in the desert and they were robbed. Actually, I feel like somebody was robbed of the way they transport themselves or move. Someone could have been stuck in the desert if there was a war in the desert, okay? I'm also seeing that 3 of Swords. Yeah, there was hurt. There was someone had mental issues, mental breakdowns. Someone could have had sickness as well. Heartbreak, pain. Someone could have been a Capricorn, the 9 of Pentacles. But, being independent, single. So I feel like there was a lot of pain in that life. That life wasn't a very good one. Full of toxic stuff. It probably created a lot of karma with the toxicity. There was something that you were bound to. I feel like that's when the addiction of food came about, or the addiction of anorexic, or being bulimic, or the addiction of overindulging in certain things. And it might have something to do with food and hunger. Alright, and it left you conflicted in your mindset. I feel like that's what you use to soothe your mind, to cloak your emotions, to deal with them. Okay, but you're at the same time, you're still this very vibrant person that is very independent and does well on their own. So that is like a crazy energy there. Let's see what's going on with Mother. We have the 5 of Cups, the Justice card, and the Sun. So good, you got karmic justice. Okay, in that lifetime. Whatever happened with feeling stuck with this person, you may have felt abandoned by them, because I see the child here. And then the false person, I feel like your mother may have hid things from you. You could have had I feel like there was a father that was in prison. Okay, there was a masculine energy that may have had some dark, deep secrets that led them to prison, like seriously. That left the mother stuck in a situation where they were raising their child alone. And it caused a lot of pain because the children didn't understand what happened. I don't think the mother talked about it. She kept this crap secret to herself. She didn't want to speak about it. She didn't want to talk about it. She'd rather ignore the fact that it ever happened. Okay, this left a lot of regret. It left someone bound into the past. This is that stuck energy with the 5 of Cups, the regret. There's a lot of regret. And I feel like whoever went, the father, whoever the father was here, that actually went off to prison. This could be you, your father. I feel strongly that it was your father. I don't feel like that was you. I feel like you're this child, this innocent, sweet being. And your mother here, she just, I feel like she kept things, but I feel like it came out with the Sun here. It finally came out. her deception or illusion of trying to create this facade to keep the peace in the household just corrupted things. But I feel like justice will serve somehow for you. This is for you, the justice. Things were balanced out. Maybe you brought a light into your mother's life. Okay? This happiness that helped, the forward movement of things. I feel like you brought light into your mother's life. You are this person in this lifetime. You might have been dealing with a lot of things that had a lot to do with, I feel like this daggone devil, the Capricorn energy here. Talks about being bound, stuck, especially with the 3 swords there. Don't like that. So what's going on with this male-female life? We have the 9 of swords. Someone could be struggling with their sexuality with that. The hanged man, feeling stuck in their head a lot and having fear and anxiety. The King of Wands, very passionate, very attractive, masculine energy here. Very, very good looking. Okay? And it's crazy because it's contradictory. Spirit is just saying that you're stuck in your head a lot, overthinking and overanalyzing, having a fear and having anxiety. This could affect your sleep. There could be still mental conflict going on, especially in this recent past. I don't know if you worked through it or not. But it left you stuck and bound. It prevented you from moving. But I feel like you eventually got clarity here with the Hanged Man. It also talks about wisdom, getting clarity, seeing things from a different perspective, a different view. The King of Wands talks about action. He never is stagnant. He's all about action. So I feel like you grew. And from everything from here to here, I feel like you grew. You grew into this King of Wands. You grew into this King of Wands. I feel like the concern has a lot to do with your balancing the masculinity, and you're going on a spiritual journey here. This has something to do with you spiritually and who you are. Okay, and you were probably concerned about these feelings that you couldn't explain to everybody in this lifetime, the male-female lifetime. You could be struggling with your sexuality in this lifetime. But you know what? Society is making it easier. Okay, where I was talking about this the other day, like some things were forbidden back then. They would murder you for doing certain things. And there's things that we've come to accept in this lifetime, okay, that allows us to be more independent, more free, more of who we are. Okay, I feel like you've always had this energy within you from the start. This independent energy, you know who you are. The thing is, you've been waiting to align up who you are with maybe the outside world. Okay? Tell me about their blockages here in this lifetime. Where'd that card go? There it is. Queen of Pentacles. So you got the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. More of their blockages. Tell me more. The Queen of Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is the logical standpoint of yourself. This queen doesn't play around. She's honest. She has a armor of, I want to say, thicker than steel. Okay? Can't come to her half-stepping. You gotta step to her right. You mess up, you're gonna be cut off. She got the sword of truth with her. But at the same time, the Queen of Pentacles, loving, nurturing, giving. Okay? So there's that side of you as well. And I feel like this is you are growing into this feminine side of yourself. You are bossing up. If you have any blockages, it may be because you need to learn to cut some people off that don't deserve to be in your energy. Alright? It could have something to do with forgiveness, because sometimes that Queen of Swords is a very bitter queen. Scorned queen. This is the divorcee, the widow. Been through a lot of crap. Sometimes she can be bitter. But she's got she's got logic behind it. Might have something to do with forgiveness as well. Because not everybody's going to be the same energy as you. And I feel like deep down, you're this Queen of Pentacles, this Taurus Virgo energy that's loving, caring, nurturing, very grounded, very abundant. Right? I'm seeing this all the way back here. Because this is close to Empress status. Straight up. But I feel like you could have been an Empress in that lifetime if you didn't have to deal with this conflict and these things that that bound you with the Devil card there. This is what you I don't think you see these blockages with the Moon here. It has a lot to do with fear, illusions, or secrets here. You're keeping it to yourself, and you're very guarded. Whatever is going on with you internally. We have the Hermit here. Yeah, but you know the truth deep down. You keep it to yourself with the Hermit. This Hermit knows. Knows the way too. Knows which way to go. So maybe I feel like you, if anything, you could dim your light by not being in your authentic self because you're still trying to balance everything out. But I really feel like you've discovered your femininity. You're growing. And I know this. I know you're growing. Wow. That's beautiful. Tell us more about these blockages. You're growing though. Definitely. And the Queen of Pentacles, sometimes it's crazy because you could have went through a divorce. Could very well went through some hard times in this lifetime. Yeah. This has something to do with a partnership. You were scorned. I feel like someone needs to forgive somebody and move the heck on. They're still harboring hard feelings towards a past relationship. Tell me about this Queen of Pentacles. More about this Queen of Pentacles. We have the Page of Pentacles. Yeah. I feel like you're learning more about you're analyzing everything and you're learning more how to ground yourself. Okay, I feel like the blockages were to, not being able to ground yourself because of the chaotic mess you've been through. But I feel like you're learning more. You may even have a child. Okay. Yeah. Tell me about the Hermit. I feel like you're learning more. You're learning. You're gathering information. Queen of Pentacles to that Page of Pentacles. You're gathering information. Look at that. You are the boss when it comes to your inner light, your inner wisdom, inner knowledge. You might keep it to yourself. But I feel like at times you may lack control. Okay, temper. Like I'm getting short temper. So learning to control that. Yeah, you've been hurt. 9 of Wands is here. And always being protective, always cautious, always looking over their shoulder. It's almost like I feel like I'm getting it tapped really intuitively to someone that's struggled with their masculinity and their femininity. And you might not even recognize this issue. You may be aware of it, but you might not. It could be a suppressed feeling from the past lives, and you don't understand it. And I feel like you're learning this. You're learning more about yourself. You're opening up slowly with that Hermit card. Alright, tell me the outcome here. What's the outcome from my people with the Labradorite hearts? What is the outcome? We have the Eight of Pentacles. You're still going to be working on yourself. You are going to be working on yourself and then standing in your truth. Anything else? Yeah. King of Swords, you're going to communicate your truth too. You're going to, after you ground yourself, you got to ground yourself. Ground yourself and work on communication is what you're going to be doing. You're going to stand in your authentic self. Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment. You get your wishes. That's fucking awesome. Ten of Pentacles at the bottom. You get that commitment. You get that that other half of you that you may be looking for right now. It is coming. If you don't have it right now, you will be having a higher level of commitment. You go from this 8 to 10 of Pentacles as far as the outcome. So you're working on your commitment. You're working on yourself. You're working on growing yourself. You're learning more about you. And I feel like you're getting more control too. With the King of Swords here, you're gaining more control. You could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in this lifetime. Alright, anything else about their outcome? Tower, things are changing. Alright, the false foundations will come down. And I think that has a lot to do with you working on speaking your truth to get your wish fulfillment. And Seven of Cups. That's up to you. It talks about having options. You may have options in love. A lot of options. But this is also about illusions too. And I feel like the illusions are going to be no more. They're gone. This shakeup is a lot to do with your spiritual growth. So that's awesome. Like, that is beautiful. It is beautiful. You being in your authentic self. Not suppressing who you are. And being able to express it in a way and it kind of like balances you all together. Okay? Don't worry about what the hell other people think. Don't worry about what they think. You deserve this. I know you're going to get it. You're going to have this. And it's like, I've even learned in myself, I have a lot of masculinity in me. Like, I'm trying to grow in my femininity side. I need to balance those two out. It's important that you do that. But yes, I love you. I love your nature. I love everything that I see here. I feel like you're a very happy soul. Okay? I feel like you haven't really showed showed a lot of people who you really are inside. Okay? I feel like some people don't know who you are. Really. But I feel like it's coming out. You're working on that. And you're just beautiful. You are awesome. You are awesome and you are beautiful. So you got this. So let's see what the Moonology deck wants to tell us before we move forward with the Goddess Oracle. This is for those who picked the Labradorite Stone Spirit. What would you like to tell them? The ones that have the Labradorite Stone, what can you tell them, Spirit? What can you tell them? Get some more before I read them. These cards are so big. Wow, that's a lot. I'll take them though. At the bottom it says a fiery climax approaches full moon in Aries season. Don't let me get a drink. God, my voice is going out. My internet was going in and out. My mouth has been getting dry, I don't know why. Alright, it says don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. Yeah, Leo season. That's you getting courageous. Standing in your strength. Nobody gonna be messing with you. You're gonna stand in your full authentic self. Period. Don't care about what other people think. Nope. It's over. And if it has something to do with you could be somebody, your mother, that you're afraid of expressing your true authentic self to. Luck is on your side. You got a lot of cards here, number 4. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. So you got this. I feel like Spirit is saying you got it. It's time to release negativity. That's you trying to build that wall up so nobody actually sees your true authentic self. Feel like releasing that and being able to open to receive that is being able to open to also give. So you're going to be in your truth. You're going to speak your truth. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. It says have faith in your dreams. Yes, you're going to get your wish fulfillment. Your other partner, your other half, your soulmate, the one you're meant to be with is coming if you haven't already met them. And you got to look at the waxing crescent moon. It might happen at that time. And I'm getting like around spring. The waxing crescent moon around springtime. So probably springtime of 2022. I feel like it's going to be coming into fruition. Alright, we have nothing yet is set in stone. So you can do this. I feel like with this, it's like nothing is set in stone. So you can choose your direction. Alright? You can go with the flow, and I feel like you will. You'll do exactly what you're meant to do. No ands, if, or buts. You're going to. So let's see what else we got for pile number 4. Oh crap. These cards are just floppy. Sun looked at me. So there is going to be truth and illumination. Yes, you're going to be standing in your truth. Stand in your truth, pile number 4. You got this, man. Alright, what else? What else, Spirit? What else? Look at this. That's that commitment, the higher level commitment. Home. You're going to feel home with this person. They're going to complete you. You have somebody coming in. You're going to have a home with this person. You could be you might be moving into a new home as well. We have creative spark. That's you working, being inspired, being creative, and working like towards your authentic self. Who you are. Not letting anyone suppress that part of you. Let's get some more. Let's get some more. I feel like y'all need a little bit more before I close this out. Get some more. What else can you tell them? Great. Yes. We have new beginnings. There is a new beginning. Y'all got new beginnings. Yes, sweeties. You got new beginnings. Look at that. 3 breaks down to a 3 and 1 breaks down to a 4. Has something to do with your foundations, your home life, the structure of your life. Things are changing, but for the better. Look, you got the future. Look towards the future. Have no fear. Embrace you. Embrace who you are. Don't hold back who you are. Because you're beautiful. You're beautiful. We have patterns. So that has something to do with the past. She's looking towards the past. You're going to break the pattern. That's what you're going to do. Whatever cycles you've been going through, you're going to break it. You have the knowledge, the tools. Spirit is giving you so many messages here on what you can do to break it. So, I feel like you're going to be moving on to your next life and your authentic self. Like, there's no more holding back, honey. No more holding back. Standing in your truth. and being abundant in yourself. So that's what I have for you guys. Much love and light. And if you haven't already liked this video, please do. On your way out, if you haven't subscribed and hit that notification bell, please do take that initiative. If you want to win a free deck, drop it down in the comments below that you want to enter. Okay, guys? Much love and light. Till next time. See y'all later.